we are going to be talking about some John Wick news.
Yeah.
We got some reports and comments about the ending of John Wick 4 and kind of John Wick 5 here.
So if you haven't watched John Wick 4, spoilers, just so you know.
Yes, yeah.
Jump ahead if you want.
Right. But basically, we got, so the director, Chad Stileski, is that how you pronounce it?
I don't know.
He said they had shot an alternate ending for John Wick 4 where it wasn't ambiguous at all, and you just see John Wick alive at the end.
Yep.
And
just standing out in the distance, I guess.
Yeah. And I think here's the thing, that it's a little bit of a bummer for me, because I did like the fact that he died. I was happy with that.
Yeah.
But and I guess I was happy with the fact that like this was going to be a true finale for John Wick. But the fact that the director and the way the movie was shot originally was just that he's alive and this isn't his finale. It's just a bummer for me that I feel like they kind of just copped out a little bit.
Yeah, I have a couple of thoughts. One, is this true? Is what the director's saying is true? I'm what?
Yeah,
what?
I guess for me it's like I don't see a reason for him to lie on this, because
his other
comments,
then it would make sense for 5.
Sure, but I don't know if you saw what his other comments were, but basically for John Wick 5, he said it's unsure if it's even going to happen, because right now it's appealing, but he can't figure out why John Wick would return. And I'm like, okay, so
yeah, I mean, there is no reason at this point,
right? There isn't, and I'm like, so if you wanted his story to be done, then why not? I mean, obviously, in the way it was shot now, it very much feels like he is dead. But
and he did say, I mean, like I believe him that this was shot, but I just in my brain, I'm like, what if he lied? But
sure.
But because he did show it to audiences, right? And they said they all preferred the version where it was ambiguous.
Yeah.
But even in John Wick 4, he collapses on the steps, and Winston is apparently supposed to bring him home, right?
Yeah.
He's like, bring whatever, Winston, I'll see you at home or whatever. Winston somebody would have to take his body, right?
Yeah.
You would assume that it's Winston that takes his body. At what point does and maybe in 5 you'll see like, oh, Winston went away and then but
here's the thing, I don't think it doesn't make sense for like Winston and the King to like know
to just show up and say act complete, like for the movie camera. Who are they doing that for?
You're not wrong.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why are they there?
Yeah.
Why are they doing any of it?
Yeah.
Unless you tell me that like in 5, like people were looking at them to make sure like he's actually dead, and this is all like a performance that they put on.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense. But also, why would John Wick be standing off in the distance? So it doesn't make any sense to me, And the King was also in France too.
Yeah.
So
they got some work to do for the beginning of 5 to like tie this all together and make it work.
Yeah.
And if they want to do a 5th, like I said, like I agree with him. I don't know how you write it to that John Wick wants to come back to this world of killing after he got out a second time.
Like we were saying, I think somebody has to pull him in for some really incredible reason.
Yeah.
Not anything that he would want to go back in. But I just don't see. I'm glad they went with the ambiguous ending. But I don't see what it even serves to have him alive anyways. Like, yeah, he got out, and I guess you could say that he got what he wanted and he's happy.
Kind of.
But I don't know.
Because he really just compromised in a way. That was my thing, is that like for him, like
when he got out,
his goal, he got out, which was a goal of his, sure. But like the goal at one point was, it felt like John Wick wanted to just destroy everything, you know? And I feel like he got told, you know, over and over again, you can't do that.
Right.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
And so he like had to compromise. So yeah, did I not love that aspect of his ending? No, but I don't know. So yeah, maybe I'm contradicting myself. Maybe I do want a fifth one. I don't know. But yeah,
I mean, I do want a fifth one. I don't love how it's going with the story after 4.
I think I just need some time to breathe too with John Wick. I feel like give us like 5 years between this one and the next one.
It'll probably be something like that.
You think so?
Well,
here's the thing.
Maybe 4.
Possibly because, you know, they have spin-off movies coming out, you know, 2 of them at least. So very possible we wait a good amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.